Today, I'm going to show you how to create a two-page, four-block business letter. There are four parts to the letter. The first part is called heading, which has a letterhead or return address and dateline. The second part is called opening, which has inside address or address block, salutation, or greet, greeting line. The third part is called the body, which has the message. The fourth part is called closing, which has the complementary closing, writer signature block, reference initials, enclosure notation, copy notation, and blind copy notation. Let's look at the different components of the heading. First, item is the letterhead or return address. This area includes the company's logo, name, address, telephone number, fax number, email address, and or web address. Second item is the dateline. The dateline is keyed at the left margin on third line below the letterhead or 2 inches from the top of the page, whichever is lower. Now let's look at the different components of the opening. First item is inside address or address block. It will contain the name and address of the person to whom you are writing. The two-letter postal abbreviation for the province is generally used, followed by two spaces and then the postal code. Next is the salutation or greeting line. This is where we put an opening greeting to the letter recipient. Now let's look at the body of the letter. The message is the body of the letter. In a four-block letter, all paragraphs are single space and aligned with the left margin. Leave one blank line, a double space between paragraphs. Now we can look at the closing of the letter. First part of the closing is the complementary closing. It is a closing phrase placed a double space, one blank line below the last line of the body of the letter. It can be personal, for example, sincerely, cordially yours. It can be formal, for example, respectfully yours, very, very truly yours. It can be informal, for example, regards, best wishes, kind regards. We have to remember to capitalize only the first word of the complementary closing and not use informal closing unless told to do otherwise. Second part of the closing is writer's signature block. The writer's name and title. Place the writer's name one the fourth or fifth line below the complementary closing. The third part of the closing is the reference initials. These are the initials of the typist and are placed at the left margin on the second line below the writer's name and title. When the writers and the typist initials are both used, the preferred format is writer's initial first in uppercase letters, followed by the typist initials. The fourth part of the closing is the enclosure notation. This notation means that the letter has other items enclosed or attached with the letter. The fifth part of the closing is the blind copy notation, used when you do not want the addressee to know that one or more persons are also being sent a copy of the letter. Use BCC, BC, or blind copies. When the letter runs into a new page, we will put the recipient's name, page number, and date on the top left corner.